Well, one of Diddy's victims is speaking out and talking about the people that they saw at these freak off parties. Really, Trump? Al Sharpton, too, though?
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up, y'all? As you guys already know, this crazy train has been going wild, and there's been a lot of information that's been dropping like it's hot. It all revolves around Diddy and this case. Now we're getting some new information from one of Diddy's accusers, Diddy's victims, that is basically saying not only was she made to have relations with people at these particular parties, but she's also saying that in these parties, which apparently were parties with inside parties, she saw the likes of people like Donald Trump, Al Sharpton, and Diana Ross, and probably a whole lot more. We got to get into this article. Again, this is crazy, guys. Again, we're going to hear a lot of names, I'm sure. If a list actually comes out, I don't know. Remember, Epi's list has not really been revealed. Yes, there's been versions of it out here, people talking, saying, oh, that is the Epi list and all that, but we are not sure at all. And you know who I'm talking about. I got to use these code words, guys. You know, some of these platforms don't like certain names and certain words. Okay, so let's get into this. Okay, so it says the former go-go dancer. She also is a former adult film actress, just so you know. Adria English is her name. Okay, she claims that she was actually pimped out by Diddy. Okay, and has revealed the A-list celebrity guests she saw at his parties. So Adria English, like I said before, that is her name. Okay, she's 46 now. Earlier this year, accused the music mogul of making her have these relations with guests in his now infamous freak-off parties after first being hired to perform at his star-studded bashes in 2004. Now, we already know that he's been arrested. This is a lot of stuff going on. But she also has filed, okay, both civil suits and a criminal complaint against the rapper, or the mogul, this past summer, which we did talk about on a live on my main channel. Okay, so we already know he's been arrested and he's looking at some serious charges and a slew of lawsuits, y'all. Over 133, if you add everybody together, 133 potential individual lawsuits coming down towards Diddy. It's been absolutely crazy, right? So in a bombshell interview with the Daily Mail that I'm reading right here, right now, English, Adria, said, described being, moved, okay, to guests, okay, at his famous white parties in the Hamptons and Miami over a 5-year period. So she kept coming back. She kept doing this, which is interesting. Okay. The encounter, she claimed, would take place in separate rooms away from the main party. So, like I said, there was a party inside the party, baby. Okay. It's crazy. You're like, hey, this party's not bad. You're like, nah, this ain't even the party. The party's inside, baby. Ain't that wild? But anyway, she was inside this party. She was inside the party away from the main party, where she recalled seeing famous stars, including Donald Trump, Ja Rule, Busta Rhymes, and Reverend Al Sharpton. Now, here's the thing. I'm curious about that part too. You got Baby and Huge and Busta Rhymes, okay? Some of them, you know what I mean? And then you got Al Sharpton. The ones that I feel that kind of throw me out more than anything is Donald Trump, and then you also got Al Sharpton in the same room, in this party inside a party, allegedly doing the hibbity dibbity with a whole bunch of other people. Now, that's the one thing I'm wondering. Is she saying that they're out here doing the hibbity dibbity? Okay. Are they stroking, or are they just there having a drink, having a Coke and a smile? I am kind of curious about that. Okay. So the former star, the former performer, okay, who described the Bad Boy founder as a pimp, who made her go and be with these high caliber guests, also made a shocking claim that Combs had tried to perform these certain types of acts on male models during a casting call for his clothing line. Now, we've heard stories about female models being, attacked at these kinds of casting calls, but I have not heard anything about men so far. So that's interesting. Okay. Now, she started performing as a go-go dancer at his exclusive parties in 2004 after being contacted by one of his handlers. I agreed to do it because, heck yeah, I'm in an exclusive thing where Jay-Z was there and Beyonce. Uh-oh. Now, let's not forget what Jaguar Wright just said about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now she's saying their names too here at these exclusive parties too, which is not a surprise because Jay-Z and Diddy were fairly close and they were, in business together as well. But let's continue on, okay? So she says where Jay-Z was there and Beyonce, Diddy, all the big names. That's what she said. I didn't know it was going to turn into anything of the carnal nature, right? Her first paid gig was at a 2004 white party, seemed legitimate, and had no sinister intent or requirements for any type of physical contact in that kind of way, okay, according to the lawsuit. It was around the third party, however, so it was a couple years later. She seemed, hey, this is great. We're seeing all these people. I'm seeing all these famous names, shaking hands, having a great old time. It was 3 parties in. That's when Combs allegedly began demanding her to have relations with guests after learning about her former career as in these spicy types of videos. So Adria told the article these encounters occurred in secluded areas of Diddy's residence, and that not all party guests would have been aware of this alleged illicit activities taking place. So again, like I said, there was a party inside the party, and there could have been a party inside the party inside the party. Okay, you never know. She claims she legally could not divulge specific details about what she witnessed due to her pending court case, but named the slew of Hollywood stars that she had seen at the white parties. Now, again, let me repeat this. She's saying she's seeing people at the white party, but is she saying she's seeing them inside the freak-offs? That's a massive difference in my personal opinion, because a lot of people at these parties may not even know that there could be a freak-off going on during the party while the party's actually going on. We have to keep that on the table here, guys. But she says, I saw Busta Rhymes there. I saw Ja Rule there, baby. I saw Diana Ross there with her son, Evan, who was underage. Now, we already heard about a kid recently talk about, well, he's now an adult, but talking about when he was a kid being at one of these parties, seeing all this paraphernalia, seeing all these, scantily clad, birthday suit wearing mother lovers out here in the pool and all that stuff. So it's not a far-fetched idea that there would be any type of underage of any type, any minors, any littles at all whatsoever. Okay, let's be real. All right, and you can see it. There's Al Sharpton before he found keto, and you got Diana Ross up in this mug. Okay. Diddy before he got his teeth capped, as you can see in that. I could see it from space. Okay. Teeth coming out looking like they're throwing up gang signs. Okay. But still. And then there it is. Trump, Melania, Diddler. Now, and she's wearing white. Now, he's not wearing white. And it doesn't look like that is a white party. Okay. But it does make you wonder, did Trump, Al Sharpton, all of them really show up to these parties? It does make you wonder. Okay. Because those are some names to just drop out of nowhere. Diana Ross, Busta Rhymes, Ja Rule. But again, just because if they were seen at these parties does not mean that they were out there bumping uglies at the freak off. We have to remember that. She even said, I saw Paris Hilton. And of course, again, Reverend Al Sharpton. I still wonder why Reverend Al Sharpton was there. Yeah, I'd like to know that too, baby. I want to know too. The famous figures, among others, have been photographed at Diddy's parties in the past. However, they are not known to have been involved in the alleged rush houring, as I like to say, in the rush houring, okay, for the code words. In her interview, English admitted to having encounters with some of celebrity guests at the events, but declined to reveal their names. And I want to know, why wouldn't you reveal their names if you're revealing everybody else's name? You're dropping the former President Donald Trump's name in here. You're throwing in here Al Sharpton. You're throwing in Diana Ross, Ja Rule, Jay-Z, Beyonce. You're saying all these names. So who did you end up connecting with, if you get what I'm saying? That's what I'd like to know too. But maybe it's because of her lawsuit. That could be it too. She claimed her entry into the music mogul's world was marred by his empty promises of famous and success. Haven't we heard that before? Follow the bouncing ball, right? We've heard this thing all before. He would use his privilege, he would use his connections, he would use his fame, and basically say, I'm going to make you famous, but you need to do this for me. I'll make you a star. You got something big. You're really something. But before you show me that something, I need you to show him that something really quick. And then you can show the world you're something. And I promise you, I'll make sure that something is seen by everybody. But I need you to use that something over there with him. So go and do something over there. Get me? He's done it before. That's what's being alleged right now. Initially paid $500 for her performance, she claimed Diddy had assured her of a flourishing career in the entertainment business, saying she, quote unquote, would never have to worry about go-go dancing or, taking her clothes off ever again. He also allegedly promised to launch her then boyfriend's modeling career alongside other lavish perks. So she also said that she first crossed paths with him, with Combs, around 2004, when she accompanied her then boyfriend on an audition for Diddy's clothing line, Sean John. And we all know about Sean John. She explained the couple were at the Bad Boy headquarters waiting for him to be called when she says, an angry man suddenly came storming out of the room where the auditions were being held. Her boyfriend was then called into the room shortly after, where he was propositioned by Combs. And we know about this piece already, but and these are just photos. This does not have this has nothing to do with the freak off party, but that is a questionable photo now. If you just to be completely real. Now you got baby Ja Rule up in this piece as well. Okay. Paris Hilton. But these are just photos. Like, this is not at a white party. This is definitely not at a white party. This is definitely not a white party at a white party as well. So again, not sitting here saying that I do not believe Adria English about this, but I am kind of curious about if she's telling 110% the truth, because she could be out here saying whatever she wants. She could say all these kinds of names. She could drop names, big names, and all that stuff. Like I said, not sitting here saying that I don't believe her, but why, if she's able to sit there and say Al Sharpton, Diana Ross, Trump, big Busta Rhymes, Ja Rule, all these names, Beyonce, Jay-Z. If she's able to say that about the parties that happened, the party that was happening on the outside of the freak-offs, then who was she having carnal relations with at the freak-offs or alongside the freak-offs? That's what I'd like to know as well. Now, again, that could be, she may not be saying anything solely because of the lawsuit that she has. And I'm sure a lot is going on with that as well, because I now know that her lawyer, the law firm that was actually representing her, has stepped away from representing her. So I am kind of curious about everything that's going on and who's going to end up representing her now. But again, if she knows something, I mean, of course, we don't need to know, but it'd be good if law enforcement knew about those things. Again, if those people were involved in a crime, they need to be brought to justice as well. If it's not just Diddy and this another celebrity that was involved in doing these salacious acts with her, then those names need to be dropped, at least to law enforcement. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. It's very interesting. Like, we already went through the documents in a live on the main channel, but at the same time, and definitely go check it out when you get some time. But it is still very interesting nonetheless. She's dropping names, but she's not saying that those people were actually in these after parties, if you get what I'm saying. So I leave that up to you, you know? Make up your decision. Put in your thoughts down below by commenting down below. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Crush that follow button. If you're watching on other platforms, it'd be great to have you part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. This is getting crazy, man. We'll talk soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.